Well, it's been a sunny week, all week at Querbes for this week's KTBS 3 Community Caravan as they celebrate 100 years. And, well, it's all about the golf course today, and Shreveport-Bossier area players grew up at the Bees, and they have plenty of stories to tell.
KTBS 3's Rick Rowe got to sit down with some of Northwest Louisiana golf legends to hear the history of the Querbes Golf Course.
Good morning, everybody. As you know, our community caravan has been a little different this year. We're celebrating a 100th anniversary for this amazing place, folks. If you have not been out to Querbes in a while, you need to visit because they have a story and a history that dates back to 1924.
It was an honor to be there. In the midst of some of the greatest golfers in Shreveport-Bossier history, all together for the first time in decades, telling stories about the place that built them, some of them even true.
I remember a big old sycamore tree that was sitting right there, and how we all used to look around and say, this looks a lot like the fairway, and it wasn't anything but dirt up underneath that tree.
Yeah, my granddad would let me watch Hal Sutton hit balls, one of the greatest ball strikers I think ever, and he'd just tell me, don't watch him, just listen, just listen.
It was a family with Mr. Ned White running the place, and then Barbara Fay. And I got to swim in my first swim meet here, and I got to play in my first tennis tournament here. So I've played all the sports at Querbes Park. Every Monday, all the pros would take off. The courses were closed, and they would all come out here to play in the Monday game. So I got to experience that and play with all the pros on Mondays, which was great.
And then playing my high school matches here, and then the Holiday and Dixie tournaments with Byron May, and then all the city championships. Probably played in 15 of them at Querbes.
Just being around Barbara Fay and Ned and just the whole history of Querbes, you know. I played with all these guys here, yeah. Learned from each other. We all grew up playing the game, like Johnson mentioned, learned how to behave out here.
I played a 9-hole match against Barbara Fay White. She was 5. And we played 9 holes and she beat me 2-1. And my daddy, and I started crying after we got through the match. And my daddy says, son, why are you crying?
It's really unbelievable. If you think about Shreveport-Bossier and the number of great players that have come through here, it's mind-boggling. And we have a ton of them today, not just, you know, back from my day or earlier, but today they still keep coming. And I think that's because of the people that came before these guys and us that kept passing that down.
And you look around at some of the people that we got out here today that are playing, the memories just overwhelming. I get kind of like Brent was talking about. He got a few little tears in his eyes. I get a few tears in my eyes because I don't know if you're really going to ever get this many great golfers together.
It's quite a place, you know, a lot of history. Very few places are 100 years old, you know, and Querbes fits into that category.
Really learned a lot about life and met so many good people that are still friends today.
Awesome group right there. For the KTBS 3 Community Caravan, we're going to be wrapping things up today there at Querbes with a delicious lunch at Querbes Grill. So stop by and you'll see yourself. You get there early enough, around 11 o'clock right here on our KTBS News. That'll be our midday.
What did they say was the specialty that everybody loves? The beef tips. Everybody loves the beef tips at Querbes.
See, I like the chicken quesadillas. So yeah. A little bit of everything.
Give a little shout out to
That's
that.
one of those no wrong answers kind of places.